Hey guys, this is Nova Vector. These are just some cool highlights for Arma 3 that I thought I'd share with you guys. I'm going to be narrating over, providing some cool tips and tricks. Unfortunately, I had a really good live narration to go along with this, but the soundtrack sort of got all messed up. So I'll be along here with you guys, providing, showing what I'm doing. Right here I'm taking this tower. Unfortunately, this guy was running down it, and it didn't look like he saw me at all, which is pretty cool. I got a free kill off of that. So I decided to heal and see if I could play dead just for a little bit, in case anyone wanted to come by and revive him. And as some paratroopers are coming down here, that guy hit the rail a little too hard, and he's down, yeah, all tangled up in there. So as I'm playing dead here, I'm just checking my 6, looking around, and you can actually see right there, there's a guy kneeling down, and I barely noticed him at the last second. So I take a couple pot shots as he's running up. Nice clean hit. Some cool aerial footage I got. Currently I'm flying the A143 Buzzard. It's a close air support jet. It's really good for nice combat. Here's some ground footage of the vehicle. Yeah, this is just showing what it's like to be a ground infantry unit when there's a jet hunting your last known positions. It's pretty intense when you're on the ground. Luckily my teammate just survived here. As you're about to watch as he's about to come down with a couple of Hellfire missiles. Yeah, my teammate down there, he would have been wrecked. Luckily, smart enough to get out of the way, move to a different position. In Arma 3, you're most vulnerable when you're parachuting. When you go nice and slow like that, you're a really easy target, and everyone's going to know where you land. So it's better to move in fast like that guy was going. Fortunately, he landed on the roof. Nice open target. His buddy up there was hit by my friendly tank, so we happened to get both those guys. So here I'm looking for the helicopter, who was just low of me, and I was going at a really steep curve here. So you'll see that assist come up in the lower right-hand corner. But I decided to disengage and engage this other helicopter instead. Now these are chock full of multiple infantry units, just low-hanging fruit. Perfect. Here's the assist from that previous helicopter that I guess crashed in the end. You should see them pop up in the bottom right above those. When you're in a jet like this, your main priorities are going to be the enemy air vehicles. There's a Pawnee right there. Luckily, I didn't have to get him, someone already did. And as my Blue 4 teammates are bailing out of that parachute there, this is the beginning of the game, so we're taking the objectives. You can also see some ground vehicles coming in towards the AO, and those are always good to pick off. I see this one just a little too late to get the perfect hit. And I'm also taking ground air damage there. At this point, I was evading. I want to get nice and close to the ground as you can, just to get out of the line of sight. What I'm using to locate these targets is on the top. You got a radar, and the squares, red squares, are going to be enemy ground vehicles. And the red triangles, enemy air vehicles. So those are things in the air. I'm looking for a helicopter. That's where I think it is. But I'm like, he's not low. He's not low. So at the last second, I pull up, and I realize that there's a Blackfoot right up there. Super enemy dangerous. It's actually Kajman. So when you're on foot like this, some really good things about Arma 3 is just the environment that you're playing in. It's just all at war. Beautiful, beautiful chaos. When I see these two guys over the hill here, it's just the perfect chance to chuck a grenade. And luckily I got 3 kills here. I don't leave this area yet, because there's something else I can do right after, once those guys are dead. I like to call them pigs, because once you get them down, they start squealing for their mommy. They probably have other teammates that are alive, and when they're dead, they're communicating. They're saying, hey, come pick me up. So I'm just waiting just a little bit longer to make sure that there's no one else coming to revive them. And luck be have it, check this out right here. What's that? A smoke grenade pops out. And I'm like, perfect. You know, they got a little buddy right behind that wall, and he's worried. And I saw that guy cross around too. So I'm going to have to develop a little plan here. Okay, first thing, I know that he just got smoked. He's probably getting revived right now. So I'm going to throw a couple grenades, and then I'm going to head around, flank him from the right, and get him from the back if there's any other survivors. That grenade killed someone on the bottom right. So now I'm going to come around. I'm going to see if I could sneak by and maybe kill that last guy. Interesting to note. Actually, wait right here. Oh. So what happened there, I was in third person. My third person camera glitched to the wall. I couldn't see him at all. Luckily, you know, while I'm spraying and praying, I was able to get him on target, and he wasn't able to kill me in time. My armor was able to take a couple of those rounds. On the bottom right, you can see the 3 different teams, and I know that I'm facing independents right now. There's only one independent left in the AO, which, you know, gives me a little bit of a clue, and that'll come into play later, and I'll show you. More specifically, what I'm looking at is the green team. The squares on top of the number of their score, that's how many people they have in the AO. Currently, there's only 1. But if you keep an eye, you're going to see 2. Bam, just popped up right there. That gives me a little cue. Hey, you know what? Someone just got revived. Let me go check out that pile of dead bodies that I put up a little while earlier. And sure enough, we got a little guy reviving over here. I dropped him real quick. But I don't want to linger around too long, so I'm gonna take a quick some shelter in this building here. Just to check my corners, make sure there's no one come up behind me. And sure enough, there he is. So it looks like I wiped the independent team single-handedly, which is pretty cool. So I'm a little low on ammo. I'm gonna take their supplies and rearm. And I move forward just a little bit. a new helicopter came by, dropping some more independents. But I want to be really careful on how I decide to move forward. I'm watching those guys over on the left side of the houses, but I'm, more importantly and urgently, I'm seeing more independent guys rushing up towards my location. I've attracted a lot of attention, so this is a really bad hotspot. So I'm staying really close to this wall because I don't want him to be able to see me right over it. Once I dropped him, I'm checking for the other ones right away, checking my corners. And again, he's also in third person. I'm sure he saw me right behind the wall. You can see he starts shooting before I even come out. But luckily I was able to get a couple good shots on him before he was able to kill me. I'm healing up here real quick. The third person Arma3 is really important and also really strategic in these types of games. A lot of people think it's cheaty, but the main gist of it is your enemies are going to use it. So it's either use it or you're at a huge disadvantage. I'm watching that guy on the corner. He just peeked right behind that building again. And I'm watching where he is. But there's some more rounds coming towards the right. So here's a major mistake that I made here. Usually you need to check your mags, but I was a little too excited, and so right now I'm playing with 15 rounds inside my magazine. So I see him right here. I got the perfect shot lined up right here. He's right behind that wall, but I hit him once, and then I run out of ammo because of that old mag. So I'm trying to penetrate him through the wall, and I noticed the window break, and I'm like, oh, he's right there. Get a nice headshot on him. He's down. There's another guy. You see him in his ghillie suit. He's coming right there. I'm switching to my lower optic. I could knock him out real fast. And now I'm realizing that this is a major hotspot here. There are way too many enemies coming and dying here. On their team, they can see their map, and they're seeing a lot of dead friends in this area. They're sending everything that they got at me. So this guy's pretty special because I make a huge mistake here. I actually managed to kill him pretty well. I should have reacted a little bit sooner, but I wanted to get a nice clear shot where he's not in the tree. He goes down real quick. But while I'm really low on ammo, I'm on my last mag. So I check his inventory, and the mistake that I made here is I thought we had the same type of magazine. Here I'm loading 5.8 millimeter rounds into my backpack when I'm using a SPAR 16 that uses 5.56 millimeter. So later you'll see how shit out of luck I am. I take out that guy real quick, and that should be most of the guys that are right in my area. So right now what I'm doing is I've noticed guys just around 100 meters away in the buildings. I don't have the appropriate ammo, and I can't dash across that field. So I'm calling an air support to bomb those areas. Unfortunately, as I said earlier, I was having mic problems, and when I try to use my mic to call in air support, I get a lot of guys right here. I got a lot of guys telling me to shut the fuck up. Yeah, unfortunately, I was having mic problems. So right here, I'm expending a lot of ammo that I probably shouldn't have. Luckily it got me that extra kill, which is nice. But at this point, I'm realizing my mistake, and I'm saying, yeah, I don't have any extra mags. These, 5.8 millimeters aren't working in my SPAR 16. So I have no choice. I put my scope in my inventory slot, and I drop everything else that I have. I'm gonna have to work with what I got, which is really nothing. Currently I have 3 grenades, and here's my victim. We're gonna have to play a little cat and mouse here. So I chuck my grenade and he walks off. That's not a good sign. Luckily he didn't notice or care about my grenade. Unfortunately, me picking up that wrong type of ammo That's gonna be the thing that kills me. Another poorly timed grenade there. Now, right now he knows what's up. He's like, all right, you know what? Someone's trying to noob tube me, or there's explosives going around. So he's checking his corners. He's very aware, and I wasn't able to get the chance to sneak up on him here. His friend's coming across. He actually ran to the right. I thought he ran in this building. I was almost 100% sure, but unfortunately he's gone. And this is the mistake that kills me here.
Oh, somebody went into group.
Okay, they are coming. Green guys coming up. He's on me right now. He's taking my stuff.
So what's interesting about this Pawnee is that I decided not to fire a rocket at it because I knew it had extra flares. The other jet in front of me did fire a couple rockets at it. So this Pawnee's flaring like crazy and it's all out. You know, so I was able to use my anti-air rocket with max efficiency, and the Pawnee goes down. If you listen closely, you should be able to hear these rounds just missing my cockpit. That's from an anti-air ground vehicle, and this guy is just pissed. He wants to kill me. What I'm targeting here is a Hummingbird, basically defenseless against anti-air rockets. Basically an assured kill and a lot of assist.
Come on, guys, jump in. Sorry.
This was a tight turn coming down right onto that Mohawk. We're filling that thing with 20mm rounds. These things are ridiculous. Unfortunately, the server has banned the A10 type vehicle, which uses the 30mm rounds, which can penetrate tanks. So as you're about to see pretty soon, that anti-air vehicle that was engaging me just a little while earlier, I simply can't put rounds through it. I think he shoots a missile at me here. I'm not wrong. So in my, because my rounds are too small to penetrate the tank armor, my only strategic way to damage this anti-air tank right there, which I'm putting a quick marker on, is to drop a couple of JDAM bombs on it. But they need to be right on point. And sure enough, as I'm coming down, I have my other friendly jet also dropping a couple bombs. which is nice, but what happens is the smoke obscures my visual to see the actual. There it is, right there. The actual vehicle. So I drop them just to the right, and you know this is our only chance because my friendly jet's down, my bomb's missed, and now I'm getting multiple shots in that anterior from that anterior vehicle. So guys, I hope you liked the commentary. Whether or not you did, it's been really fun for me. I hope it's been just as fun for you to watch. You know, moral of the story here is if you're in an anti-air vehicle, you're gonna win. All right, Nova Vector out.